That's Goofy. Betsy jumping around there. Not sure who's on the floor there, or if that could be, I think it's Katie, but it could be Riley. They're very close in size nowadays. Look at Goofy. Betsy Boop. Betsy Boop. I'm trying to break her of the biting. She really is the worst of all on that. No. You stop. You know no. This one does not know no. Oh boy, we're not getting very good light here today. A little bit of brawling going on as usual. Betsy gets herself started and starts a fight with these guys, and then she gets herself beat up pretty good sometimes. I'm sure that the Katie and them don't mean to hurt her, but the play does get rough. At times I don't like it, but they're puppies. You're not going to stop at 100%. I did obviously go and get some rechargeable Duracell batteries here for this camera. It would not run on just standard batteries. It just wouldn't run. It'd turn on, and as soon as I'd go into a record mode, it would shut off. So this is a nice little camera. This is Sarah's camera. Margaret got it for Christmas I think 2 years ago. It's a nice little camera. The only downside of it is it has no AC input to it. You can't hook a charger, a power supply up to it to use it at all. It's all batteries, and unfortunately it's AAA's. So your recording length is very limited. It requires you having several sets of rechargeable batteries to really get the most out of this camera. What are you doing, Booper? Huh? What are you doing, Boopy? I want to make something clear to everybody. Is you may have heard me on the videos inside indicating that I'm disappointed in, finding out that Betsy actually does have some brain problems, and that I'm disappointed, that she's not going to live up to my expectations that I had for the dog I was going to keep. That would be a reminder of Zeus and Coco. But more importantly, folks, I love this dog. I want everybody to understand that. I love this puppy to death. And the thing I want everybody to understand is that I don't feel so bad for me, because I love this puppy. I feel bad for her. It's a shame, that her mama has failed her as a breeder. Coco has failed terribly as a breeding dog. And she's the result of it. But I love this dog. This puppy just as much as I love the other two. Maybe more. And she's very close to my heart. And I'm sure as she grows up, she'll get a little bit more cuddly and things like that. Probably, especially once her sisters are gone, and she won't have them to depend on. Alright, I've only taped now for about 5 minutes, and I can see that my batteries are already almost dead. Now, these were fresh out of the package. They didn't charge them. They say they were pre-charged, but I don't know how well. So, there's Zeus up in his spot, lounging out. One of the other wonderful things about this whole experience with all the bad things that have come from it, is how the mother and father of these puppies can see what's going on and how they've adjusted. Zeus, for instance, will tolerate very little, what's the word I want to use, annoyance from the two big ones, Katie and Riley. He will snap and growl at them when they start chewing on his tail or his ear. You know, he does not tolerate much from them. On the other hand, when Betsy's over there playing with him, she can do whatever she wants to him, and he never, ever shows any sign of aggression whatsoever. Keeps a smile on his face and stays very close to her. Coco as well seems to realize that she requires some special attention, and Coco gives it to her. So it's been a real learning experience for us all through this, but we're very, very lucky to have these three puppies, all three. And Betsy's going to be a little bit of a challenge, but she's worth every second that we have to work with her. Look at how beautiful she is. I mean, gosh, she's so cute. Betsy Boop! Betsy Boop Boop! What are you chewing on now? I'm just going to run this battery dead so I can recharge them right from a flat dead. So if the video just cuts off, that's what happened. We will have lost battery power. And we're getting real low. I don't know who. See, I think that's Riley up there moving around. Katie is usually the big sleeper, although Riley does at times as well. But we got one of the big ones here. Sleeping. Actually, I think that's Katie. So that, no. It's hard to tell right after they ate. Yeah, that's Riley. That's Riley there climbing up on Zeus. Now, you probably, if this battery doesn't go dead, you're going to get an example of Zeus's intolerance for Riley and Katie. Now, don't get me wrong. He doesn't bite them, and I certainly would never allow him to get very aggressive with them, but I also will not stop him from defending himself in his territory. This is his house, and it's his body. And if they hurt him, I want him to let them know that that is unacceptable. Gosh, when they're black like this, it really is difficult to get good video, isn't it? Unless they're on white. When they're on dark colors like my furniture, it's hard to see anything but a blob of black. Come on over here by Grandpa. Betsy, you're getting yourself into more than you should deal with, because Riley will kick your butt. Okay, now they've woken the third. Whoa, look at that. Riley's jumped on top of the sleeper and is chewing on her head. It's raining like hell outside today. Very nasty. Puppies don't seem to mind the rain though. Hey! Yeah, that's got to be Katie who's sleeping. Because Riley would not tolerate somebody chewing on her tail. Katie's just hanging out there. And in a minute she'll get up and put Riley in her place. Okay, as you can see, the violence is beginning to escalate a little bit. No, I was wrong. That's actually Riley that was sleeping. That's Katie who's being a bully. I have noticed the past few days that Riley has kind of... Ah!